Here is something worth noticing. The World Economic Forum says that 86% of employers expect AI and information processing to transform their businesses by 2030. McKinsey found regular organizational use of generative AI, and this reached 71% in 2024, and GitHub reported that one new developer joined GitHub every second on average in 2025. So that is why this topic matters right now. AI engineering is no longer just a futuristic job title. It is becoming one of the most relevant career paths for people who want to build real products, solve real problems, and work on technology that companies are actively investing in. From smarter research and recommendation systems to voice tools, automation, and intelligent business software, AI is becoming a part of everyday products and services. So that is what makes AI engineering so exciting in 2026. It sits at the center of innovation, product building, and future job growth. In this session, we will break it down simply. What AI engineering is, what skills matter, how to start learning, and how to grow step by step in this field. So let's get into it. So we will be learning Introduction to AI Engineering in 2026, why AI engineering is becoming a high growth and future ready career. Then we will move on to what AI engineering means, a simple understanding of what the role is and how it differs from related careers. Then we will move on to skills and technologies to learn, the core programming, math, machine learning, and AI tools needed to start. Then we will move on to education and learning path, the best ways beginners can learn through degrees, courses, certifications, and self-study. Then we have projects and portfolio building, how hands-on work helps you build skills and stand out to recruiters. Choosing a specialization, how to pick the right AI domain based on your interests and market demand. Jobs, internships, and networking, where to find opportunities and how to build a strong professional presence. Staying updated in AI, why continuous learning and community engagement are important in this fast-changing field. Mistakes to avoid and success stories, some common beginner errors and lessons from people who have successfully entered the field. Then we will move on to your AI engineering action plan. So it is a simple step-by-step roadmap to start and grow your career in AI engineering. Before we move on, let me show you something exciting. If you're looking to build real future-ready skills in AI, this is a program worth paying attention to. The Professional Certificate Program in Generative AI, Machine Learning, and Intelligent Automation by IHFC TIH of IIT Delhi, powered by Simplilearn, is designed for professionals who want more than just theory. It gives you a structured path to learn some of the most in-demand skills in today's market, including generative AI, machine learning, deep learning, intelligent automation, MLOps, and NLP. What makes this program even more valuable is the kind of learning experience it offers. So this is an 11-month live online interactive program where you learn through expert-led sessions, masterclasses, hands-on exercises, and real-world projects. You get to work with 20+ AI tools and libraries, complete 12+ industry-aligned projects, and strengthen your practical understanding through 165+ guided exercises. That means you're not only learning concepts but are also applying them in a way that actually prepares you for real job roles and business problems. The program also brings strong credibility and industry exposure. You earn a program completion certificate by IHFC, Technology Innovation Hub of IIT Delhi, powered by Simplilearn, and get access to masterclasses by IHFC associated faculty and even experience a 2-day campus immersion at IIT Delhi. On top of that, you can earn Microsoft course completion badges and trophies which add extra value to your professional profile. And it does not stop at learning alone. With Simplilearn's Job Assist portfolio building projects and support designed to help you stand out to hiring companies, this program is built to help you move ahead with confidence in the growing world of AI and automation. So if you want to build a program that combines strong credentials, hands-on practice, and career-focused learning, this could be a great next step for you. What does an AI engineer mainly do? Is it A, create marketing plans, B, build smart systems, C, manage sales reports, or is it D, design web pages? Let us know your answers in the comment section below. So let us start with the first idea. Why is AI engineering getting so much attention in 2026? Well, the answer is simple. Technology is no longer just about building apps or websites. Now, companies want products that can think faster, understand users better, and automate tasks and make smarter decisions. This is why AI engineering is becoming such an important career. In 2026, businesses are looking for people who can build useful, smart systems and not just study them. This is one of the biggest reasons why AI engineering stands out. Job reports continue to show strong momentum for AI and data-related roles, and technology-focused jobs are expected to keep growing in the coming years. So if someone asks you why this is the career of the future, the answer is this: because more and more companies now need professionals who can turn smart technology into real products and real solutions. So now that we understand why this career is growing, let's look at the second part, and that's about the opportunities and the impact. So now let's talk about the opportunities and impact. So the opportunities in AI engineering are wide. You can work in healthcare, finance, retail, education, manufacturing, robotics, entertainment, and even cybersecurity. Smart tools are now being used in chat support, recommendation systems, fraud detection, and voice tools, where image analysis, coding support, and business automation also play an important role. The impact is also huge. AI engineers help save time, reduce manual work, improve customer experience, and make products more useful. Open source AI projects are also growing fast, which means that learners and builders now have more chances to practice, build projects, and enter the field. So this field is not just giving strong job opportunities, it's also shaping how businesses will work in the future. So now that we've seen why this field is growing, let's understand what AI engineering actually means. In simple words, AI engineering is the work of building smart systems which can learn from data, understand text, images, or speech, and help people solve problems faster. But the most important word here is building. This role is not only about learning theory, it's also about turning ideas into working tools, apps, and product features. For example, an AI engineer may help build a chatbot for customer support, a recommendation system for shopping apps, a fraud alert system for banking, or image checking feature for healthcare or manufacturing. So the easiest way to explain this role is this. AI engineering is about taking smart technology and making it useful in the real world. So now that this role is clear, let's move on to the next part and understand how it's different from the nearby roles. So now that we know what AI engineering means, let us clear one common confusion. Many people mix up AI engineers, data scientists, and machine learning engineer, but their focus is different. A data scientist usually works more on studying data, finding patterns, and creating insights. A machine learning engineer focuses more on taking models and making them work properly inside real systems. An AI engineer, on the other hand, usually works across the big picture, building, connecting, deploying, and improving AI-powered solutions inside products or business tools. So the easiest way to explain it is this. A data scientist studies the experiments, the machine learning engineer focuses on the model system, and the AI engineer helps bring the full smart feature into real use. So now that the difference is clear, let's move on to the final part, and that's on the main types of AI and where we can see them in 2026. So now let's talk about the different types of AI in a very simple way. So one type is prediction-based AI. This uses past data to predict something like fraud detection or sales forecasting. Another type is language-based AI, which works with chat, search, summaries, and even writing tools. Then we have vision-based AI. This works with images and videos like product inspection or medical scans. Then we also have speech-based AI, which can turn speech into text or text into natural-sounding voice. So in 2026, these applications are everywhere. In healthcare, AI helps with scans and records. In finance, it helps with detecting fraud and improve customer support. And in retail, it powers recommendations and smarter planning. In manufacturing, it checks defects using cameras and video tools. So AI is no longer limited to just one industry. It's already being used across many parts of everyday business and technology. So now that we know the basics, we can move on to the next topic and talk about the skills and technologies that you need to learn. So now that the basics are clear, the next step is choosing a direction. This matters because AI is a very wide field and trying to learn everything at once usually leads to confusion. In 2026, the field is growing across language tools, image and video systems, smarter software, robotics, and employees continue to use AI in information processing and automation as major business trends for the next few years. So the next smart move is to not chase every topic, it is to build a strong base first and then go deeper into one area that matches the kind of problems that you enjoy solving. So this makes learning faster, projects stronger, and the career decisions much easier. Now let's move on to the overview of key AI domains like NLP, computer vision, and robotics. One major area is NLP, which means working with human language. So this includes things like chat systems, search, translation, sentiment analysis, document understanding, and text summarization. Official cloud documentation describes NLP as technology that helps computers understand and generate human language. Another major area is computer vision, which focuses on image and video. So this includes object detection, reading text from images, face and landmark detection, quality inspection, and video understanding. So this is widely used in healthcare, manufacturing, retail, and security systems. Then there's robotics, where software meets a physical machine. This area includes warehouse robots, industrial automation, mobile robots, and systems that help work more independently in real environments. So the International Federation of Robotics says that AI and the autonomy in robotics is one of the most top global robotics trends for 2026. And beyond these, there are also speech and audio systems and multimodal systems which work across text, image, and audio together. So this is becoming one of the biggest practical shifts in 2026 because many modern products now combine more than just one type of input. Now let's move on to how to pick a specialization based on your interests. So the easiest way to choose a specialization is to start with your interest. If you enjoy working with words, search, writing tools and documents, then NLP may be the right fit for you. So if you enjoy images, video, design, inspection or healthcare visuals, then computer vision may suit you better. If you like machines, movements, sensors, factory systems or autonomous devices, then robotics could be a strong direction. Now let us connect that with the 2026 trends. Multimodal systems are becoming more important because products are increasingly combining text, image and audio together. Robotics is also becoming more advanced with AI and autonomy becoming highlighted as the top robotics trends for 2026. And across software development, GitHub's Octoverse says that AI is reshaping how developers choose and build technology. So a simple rule works well here. Choose the field where your curiosity stays strong even when the topic gets difficult. Trends can guide you, but the interest is what keeps you learning long enough to become good at it. Now let's move on to some real-life examples of specialized AI career paths. A language-focused path should lead to roles which help you build search tools, chat systems, documents to understand workflows, or text analysis features. So these are useful in chatbot support, education, legal work, finance, and even enterprise software. A vision-focused path could lead to work in medical imaging, smart retail, OCR systems, video analysis, or defect detection in manufacturing. Cloud providers now offer ready-to-use image and video tools for these exact types of use cases. A robotics-focused path could lead to industrial automation, warehouse robotics, autonomous mobile robots, and smarter factory systems. The robotics industry in 2026 outlook highlights autonomy in new commercial applications as major growth areas. And a broader multimodal path could lead to products that combine text, image, audio, and workflow automation in one experience. So that is why specialization is not about putting yourself in a box, it's about choosing the kind of real-world problems that you want to solve first. So now that the direction is clear, the next step is finding real opportunities in 2026. So here, the AI jobs are no longer limited to one type of company. They are showing up in startups, large tech firms, healthcare, finance, retail manufacturing, and consulting. LinkedIn's job pages currently show hundreds and thousands of AI-related roles worldwide, including many internship and entry-level openings, which makes one thing very clear. The demand is real and the market is very active. The smartest approach is to search in 3 places at the same time. First, use major job platforms. Second, check company career pages directly. And third, look up startup-focused platforms because many newer AI roles appears earlier than they do on traditional job boards. So that combination gives a much better view on the market. Now let's move on to top resources for finding job opportunities globally in 2026. So LinkedIn remains one of the most strongest places to search because it supports direct job search, job recommendations and alerts based on skills, profile details and job activity. Along with that, company career pages are still important because many roles are posted first there. For startup roles, Well-Found is especially useful because it focuses on tech and startup hiring. So beyond job boards, Kaggle and DevPost are also valuable in different ways. Kaggle competitions help build visibility through real problem solving, and DevPost is one of the main places where hackathons are listed and managed. So these may not look like job portals at first, but they often lead to projects, referrals, and hiring conversations. Now let's move on to building a resume and online presence for AI engineering. A strong AI resume in 2026 should be simple and proof-based. It should clearly show skills, tools, projects, outcomes, and links to real work. LinkedIn officially recommends adding relevant skills because that improves how your profile is discovered and it also allows recruiters to match you to more suitable roles. The open to work setting and job alerts also helps you improve visibility during job search. GitHub matters just as much. GitHub's own docs recommend using a profile README showcasing your best projects and pinning important repositories so that hiring teams can quickly see your work. A clean GitHub plus a focused LinkedIn profile can say more than just a long resume. Now let's get some networking tips from LinkedIn to hackathons. Networking works best when it feels natural. A strong start is to stay active on LinkedIn by sharing project learnings, upgrading skills, and engaging thoughtfully with the people on the field. LinkedIn also supports skills and endorsements, assessments, recruiter visibility features, which also makes regular profile activity more useful than you think. Hackathons and competitions are another powerful way to grow. DevPost is built around hackathons and Kaggle has beginner-friendly getting started competitions designed for people with little or no machine learning background. So these spaces help build confidence, public work, and real connections at the same time. Now let's learn how you can future-proof your career. So now that the job and internship path is clear, the next step is making sure that your career stays relevant. So this matters because AI changes quickly. New tools, new workflows, and new ways of building products keep appearing every few months. GitHub's recent Octover's finding says that AI is reshaping how developers choose and build technology, which shows that this field is not slowing down at all. At the same time, the World Economic Forum continues to place AI, information processing, robotics among the major forces changing jobs and skills across industries. So future-proofing your career does not mean that you're trying to learn every new thing. It means that you're building a strong base, staying curious, and updating your skills in a very steady way. So the people who stay ahead are not usually the ones chasing every trend. They're the ones who keep the basics strong and know how to adapt when the fields shift. So now that the mindset is clear, let's move on to the next part and look at simple ways to keep learning without feeling overwhelmed. With that being said, let us move on to learn some continuous learning strategies. So a simple strategy works best here. First, you have to keep one small weekly habit. That could be following GitHub trend reports, checking what is new on Hugging Face Learn, and spending time on one recent topic instead of 10 random ones. GitHub's official reporting shows that AI-related development is driving major shifts in software, while Hugging Face now offers structured courses across language models, agents, audio, vision, robotics, and open-source AI workflows. Second, learn by building. Reading is useful, but small experiments help much more. Try a notebook, mini feature, or a simple small project whenever a new idea seems practical. Kaggle's official learning and competition pages are useful for this because they combine short lessons, real data sets, and hands-on challenges for different skill levels. Third, keep your learning focused. Pick one area, stay with it for more than 1 week, and then move on. That is much better than jumping from topic to topic every day. Once the learning strategy is clear, the next question is very obvious. Where do new ideas and deeper understandings come from? So that brings us to research and community. So here is why engaging with research and AI community is crucial. So research matters because it helps you with the field which is moving before those ideas become mainstream products. So Archive remains one of the main open access places where new AI and machine learning papers appear with active recent submissions across the AI and machine learning categories. So that does not mean reading every paper. It simply means staying aware of new directions, benchmarks, and problems people are trying to solve. Community matters because learning becomes faster when you're connected to people who are building. Hugging Face's hub now hosts over 2 million models, 500,000 datasets, and 1 million demos, which makes it one of the strongest places to explore practical work, open tools, and collaboration. Kaggle also remains a strong learning community through notebooks, competitions, and shared solutions, so staying connected to research and community is not extra work. It's one of the easiest ways to stay updated, discover better ideas, and keep your skills relevant over time. So now that this future-proofing mindset is clear, we can move on to the next chapter. So here's your 2026 success action plan. So now that the full roadmap is clear, let us bring everything together into one simple action plan. So the biggest mistake many people make is waiting for the most perfect time, the perfect course, or the perfect level of confidence before they begin. But careers don't grow in that way. They grow when you start small and keep moving forward step by step. In 2026, the smartest way to build an AI engineering career is not to rush. It's to follow a clear plan, stay consistent, and keep building proof of your skills. So that way the journey feels practical and manageable instead of confusing. So here's what a simple timeline can look like. So in the first 1 or 2 months, focus on Python, basic statistics, and working in notebooks. So this is not the stage where the goal is not speed. The goal is comfort. You should be able to read code, write small programs, and understand simple data problems. So in the next 2 months, start learning machine learning basics and build 2 or 3 small projects. So these projects don't have to be advanced, they just need to solve one clear problem. And these show that you can apply what you've learned. After that, spend the next 2-3 months going deeper into the specialization. That could be language-based systems, image-based systems, robotics, or an other direction that genuinely interests you. Build one stronger project in that area, improving your GitHub, and start shaping your resume and LinkedIn profile around the work that you have done. Then begin applying for internships, beginner roles, freelance work, or project-based opportunities. At the same time, stay active in communities, keep learning, and keep improving your portfolio. And that is how the transition starts becoming real. And this brings us to the final message. You do not need to know everything before you begin. You do not need the perfect background, the perfect degree, or the perfect roadmap. What matters is taking the first step and staying consistent after that. One notebook can become a project, one project can become a portfolio, and one portfolio can become an interview. So that one opportunity can completely change your career path. So do not wait for someday. Start with one small skill, one lesson, and one small project. Because in 2026, the people who move forward are not the ones who know what they're doing at the beginning. They are They're the ones who begin, keep learning, and start building. And with that, the roadmap is complete. Now it's time to take the first step. And with that, we have come to the end of the session. I hope this roadmap gave you a clear understanding of what AI engineering is, why it's becoming such an important career path in 2026, and how you can start moving towards it step by step. Remember, you don't need to know everything from day one. What matters is starting small, staying consistent, and building as you learn. Thank you so much for watching, and keep learning with Simplilearn.